To the Nightingale is the name of the poem that I have brought for you in this video to discuss in detail and to explain each and every line of this very particular poem. But before I head straightway explaining to you this poem line by line, I would like to tell you something about this poem, like about the poet, about the composition, and about the kind of this very particular poem, or particularly kind, I mean to say that about the form of this poem, form of the poetry this poem falls into. So first of all, I would like to tell you, To the Nightingale is a 14-line poem, and if it is a 14-line poem, it is a sonnet. S-O-N-N-E-T, a sonnet written by none other than that great late Elizabethan age poet John Milton. John Milton wrote this poem in the year 1631 or 1632. I have seen written here. W stands for written, 1632. Some of the books say that the poem was written in 1631, but some of the books, authentic books, at the same time say that this poem, To the Nightingale, was written in the year 1632. Remember, 1632 is the year John Milton got his master degree in humanities from Christ College, Cambridge. Very, very important year in the life of John Milton. Possibly the last year of the life of John Milton at Christ College, Cambridge, London. So, this is To the Nightingale. The poem was written 1632. Remember, but the poem was not published the year of its composition. It was published in 1645 along with along with 9 more sonnets and so many other poems under the title Poems of Mr. John Milton. Next very, very important fact related to this poem. Apart from John Milton, S.T. Coleridge also wrote a sonnet titled The Nightingale, a conversational poem. Remember that. Such kind of a question can be put up in the examination. John Milton wrote To the Nightingale, to the Nightingale, whereas S.T. Coleridge wrote in probably 1798 The Nightingale, a conversational poem. That poem of S.T. Coleridge was published in the Lyrical Ballads, same year, 1798. And one more very, very famous poem on Nightingale, that is Ode to a Nightingale by the great romantic poet John Milton. So Milton's Nightingale, To the Nightingale. Coleridge's Nightingale, The Nightingale, a conversational poem. John Keats's Nightingale, Ode to a Nightingale. Now, John Milton's Nightingale is a sonnet. Now let's understand sonnet, this form of poetry that was brought from Italy to England. Now, the question arises, who brought this form of poetry to England? And he was none other than Thomas Wyatt, Thomas, Thomas, Wyatt, Thomas Wyatt, a courtier, come diplomat, come poet, in the court of Henry VIII, father to Queen Elizabeth. Thomas Wyatt was on a visit to Italy. Maybe it was a diplomatic visit because he was a diplomat. There he saw who? There he saw Petrarch, Petrarch, a very famous poet of that time, writing sonnets for expressing his passionate emotions and feelings for his beloved Laura. Remember that. So, when Thomas Wyatt came back to his country, he came back with that Italian form of poetry and introduced it in English language. And in this way, Thomas Wyatt was the person who brought this new form of poetry to England and became the first English poet to write sonnet. Hope this point clear now. Let's understand this word sonnet. Sonnet is an English word that comes from Italian word sonato, Sonetto, that means a little sound, 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 or song, song. Remember the meaning. Meaning is very, very important from competition point of view. So sonnet comes from Italian word sonato, that means a little sound or song. Now, types of sonnets. By and large, we have two kinds of sonnets: Italian sonnet or Petrarchan sonnet, in the name of Petrarch, Petrarchan, Petrarchan sonnet, who actually Petrarch got the credit of popularizing it. He was not the just inventor of this form of poetry. Some other Italian person was the inventor of that form of poetry. Right now I cannot remember the name of that Italian person, but as soon as I recollect, I let you know. So Petrarch was not the person who invented this form of poetry in Italian language. He was the person who popularized it. In this way, this sonnet, Italian sonnet, was also called or also known as Petrarchan sonnet. Now, the division of the Petrarchan or the Italian sonnet. Petrarchan or the Italian sonnet is divided into two parts. octave, 8 lines, OCTAVE, octave, 8. Octave, 8 lines, and sestet, 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 6 lines. So, Italian or Petrarchan sonnet is divided into two parts, octave and sestet. Now the rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of Italian or Petrarchan sonnet is ABBA, ABBA, CD, 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 ABBA, ABBA, octave. Rhyme scheme of octave. CD, CD, CD. Rhyme scheme of sestet or CDE, CDE or CD, CD, E, E. This is actually the rhyme scheme of Italian or Petrarchan sonnet. Now, the English sonnet. Remember one thing. Sir Thomas Wyatt was the person who brought this new form of poetry from Italy to England. But he did not remodel or he did not restructure. He wrote as it is, dividing his sonnets in octave and sestet, dividing his sonnets into octave and sestet. Simply he changed the language. He did not remodel it nor restructure it, but his friend, his contemporary, Earl of Surrey. Earl was a rank given to him by the King Henry VIII. Surrey, name of a county. So he was the Earl of Surrey County. So he was called Earl of Surrey. His name was Henry Howard. Earl of Surrey got the credit of restructuring or remodeling Italian sonnet form, and he gave up octave and sestet of Petrarchan sonnet and introduced or gave a new form to sonnet by dividing it into 4 parts, 3 quatrains, quatrain a stanza of 4 lines and a couplet. So, English sonnet, that is also known as Shakespearean sonnet, is divided into 4 parts, 3 quatrains and a couplet. Quatrain, I told you, a stanza of 4 lines, and couplet, a stanza of 2 lines rhyming together. So, English or Shakespearean sonnet is divided into 4 parts, 3 quatrains and a couplet. Now, why is English sonnet known as Shakespearean sonnet? Why? Because just as Petrarch popularized it, handled this form with great perfection in Italian language, in the same manner, with the same perfection, William Shakespeare handled it in English language, and he ended up writing 154 sonnets, and in this way English sonnet also became Shakespearean sonnet. Now the rhyme scheme of Shakespearean or English sonnet: AB, AB, CD, CD, EF, EF, G, G. This is the rhyme scheme of actually English sonnet or Shakespearean sonnet. In Petrarchan sonnet, means Italian sonnet, that is divided into two parts. After the octave, we have a volta. Volta, change of thought, a turning point. So after the octave, we get the volta. In Italian sonnet or Petrarchan sonnet, we see a change of thought or a turning point, and that turning point we often see at the end of the third quatrain. And in the just a couplet, we see the volta, a turning point, a conclusion. So hope whatever I have shared with you related to the form, origin, the person who popularized it, so on and so forth, this new form of poetry or this form of poetry that is sonnet, all this information, all these pieces of information or things would have become absolutely clear to you. Now let's look at this sonnet and first of all find it out whether this sonnet, that is Milton's sonnet, that was also known as Miltonic sonnet, because Milton also wrote many sonnets with great perfection and with great mastery and perfection of Shakespeare. That's why I call Miltonic sonnet. Now let's look at the structure and the division of this sonnet, whether it is divided into two parts. If it is divided into two parts, octave and sestet, with that same rhyme scheme of Italian sonnet, then it is Italian sonnet or Petrarchan sonnet, so far as the model is concerned. And if we find three quatrains and a couplet, then modeled on English or Shakespearean one. Let's find it out. But before this, one very important thing I would like to tell you, that whether it is Italian sonnet, that is Petrarchan sonnet, or English, that is Shakespearean sonnet, if a poem is a sonnet, it means iambic pentameter will be used. So iambic pentameter is the metrical foot, iambic meter or iambic foot is the metrical foot used in what? Used in sonnet. And how many iambic? Just a feet, or how many iambic meter? 5 iambic or 5. Actually, iambic meters are used in sonnets. That's why I call iambic pentameter. And now iambic. Iambic is a metrical foot of two syllables. First, short or unstressed or unaccented, whereas the second, accented, long, stressed. Then again, second pair, unstressed, stressed, then third, unstressed, stressed, then fourth, unstressed, stressed, then fifth, unstressed and stressed. So if you find this kind of a metrical, just a metrical foot in which the one syllable is unstressed and the second one the stressed, and then again the third unstressed, fourth stress, it means iambic. And if you find 5 such kind of feet or meters, iambic pentameter. So iambic pentameter is used in sonnet. Now let's look at the structure of this sonnet and find it out whether it is based on English model or Italian model. See, first line, see I have written it, spray A, still does not just to match the sound of spray, so B, but still, fill is still same, then again B, then may, spray, then A, then C, day, again spray, or may, then again a, then will, fill, still, be again. So see here, then will, fill, still, it means again be. See, lay, day, may, spray, then again a. So A, B, B, A, B, B, A, B, B, A, and see, hate does not match with lay or will or day or may or fill or still or spray. So a new letter. So C, and the nigh does not match with any other sound of vowel. So D. So C, D, and C. Late, hate, match. So C. See this? Y, nigh, then again D, then mate. Mate means hate, means late, then again what? C, and last I, nigh, it means D. So C, D, C, D, C, D, it means the poem is based on Italian model. It means John Milton modeled on his sonnets on the Italian model or Petrarchan model. It means just Milton's sonnets are divided into two parts: octave of 8 lines with rhyme scheme ABBA, ABBA, and sestet 6 line CD, CD, CD. So the poem is based on Petrarchan model. Now let's look at pentameter. Means 5 iambic meters. See, O, night, ing-gale. Nightingale has three just syllables. Syllable, vowel. Vowel sounds a small unit of word. So how? First sound is unstressed. Oh, night, ting, gale. That, on, yawn, blue, me, spray. Last word again, last sound again. Stress, dragged long, that is stressed, that is long. And if it is uttered or spoken in a normal manner with no stress, it means unstressed. It means unaccented, means short. So hope clear. So first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This word has 2 syllables. This 10. Yani how many syllables we got it? We got 10 syllables. And how are these just syllables arranged? Unstressed, stress. Unstressed means just slow, high. Then again slow, then again high. Slow, high, slow, high. This high, slow, then slow, then high, then again slow, then again high. It means short, long, just unstressed, stress, unstressed, stress. And this pattern, this thing goes as many as 10 times. 5 times slow, 5 times long. 5 times slow or short, 5 times long. It means iambic pentameter. So iambic pentameter is used in the poem that I told you. That is, iambic pentameter is the what? Common metrical flute used in sonnets. So hope these technical points absolutely clear. We have now, it has become absolutely clear to all of us that it is a sonnet based on Petrarchan sonnet or based on Italian model of sonnet. And now let's Let's explain each and every line of this beautiful sonnet that John Milton wrote at Christ College, Cambridge, 1632, the year he got master degree in humanity. Now let's look what he says. O night, O nightingale, that on yon blue me spray warblest at eve. Warblest, archaic word used in medieval time, word that is obsolete, no longer in use. So warblest, archaic word used in the olden time. Such words are not used in modern English. So warblest means modern warble, sing. At eve, eve stands for evening. See, when all the woods are still. See, here first this one clause till here, then this clause gets connected to this clause with this conjunction. And if we find this kind of a one clause, that is the subordination, that is the subordinate to another clause, it is called hypotaxis. Hypotaxis is a grammatical structure. Remember that hypotaxis is a grammatical structure in which one clause is in subordinate to another clause with the help of conjunctions like when, why, as, since, so on and so forth, particularly for giving a hierarchical relationship. So hypotaxis is used. Why? Because the first clause that introduces the nightingale elaborates and gets connected to the next clause with the help of the conjunction when. So hope hypotaxis clear. Hypotaxis is a grammatical structure or is a kind of a figure of speech in which a certain clause gets connected to the next clause with the help of subordinating conjunctions like when, why, as, since, so on and so forth. So the first clause gets connected to this clause, all the woods are still, with the help of the conjunction when here. And the first clause refers about nightingale, whereas the second clause that begins with when gives more information about the nightingale. Oh, clear hypotaxis. So he says, O nightingale that on yon over bloomy spray, he talks about the just lush green leaves on the branches of the trees in the spring and the summer season. And from that lush green just leaves from that lush green leaves just stuck on the branches of the trees, somewhere the nightingale is sitting and warbling, singing, particularly singing. And now it is the evening time. Now the evening is coming. The day is drawing close to the evening. So he says, O nightingale, that on yon bloomy spray warblest. So he says, O nightingale, singing star, singing sensation, divine singer, you are sitting somewhere in that tree, or in a certain tree, in that lush green jungle, and sitting there You are singing. You sat somewhere. You sit somewhere in some just trees, or in some tree. That tree is all covered in lush green leaves, singing, wobbling. And it is the evening time, the day is just going to close. If the day is going to close, possibly your song is also going to end. So he says, "Oh Nightingale, what have you are sitting somewhere in a lush green, just a lush green tree with its leaves, and from there you sit singing, you sit wobbling, when all the woods in the jungle are all the woods, not all the trees in the woods are absolutely silent. Not even a single leaf in the entire jungle is making a rustling sound. So no sound at all. Absolute peace, absolute harmonized and blessed atmosphere is just particularly in the evening, and in such a blessed, peaceful, harmonious just evening. You are warbling, you are singing your divine song, and filling the hearts of the lovers with new positive hope and desire to get success in love. Because this bird is a divine bird. This bird is the symbol of success in love, symbol of happiness and joy. So I hope the first two lines clear, in which the poet is straightway speaking to a bird nightingale straightway, and if the poet or the speaker in the poem directing his words straightway to a living, particularly to the absent one, to the abstract one, to the non-living, which figure of speech? Apostrophe. So in the first line, apostrophe is used. Why? Because the poet of the poem is directing his words to the nightingale, directly addressing his words to the nightingale, and telling the nightingale that the nightingale is what? Singing her melodious, singing her divine song at the evening, when there is absolute silence everywhere in the lush green jungle. Now let's look at the third line. Thou with fresh hopes the lover's heart doth fill. And now he says, what is the impact of your song? Your song is filling the hearts of the lovers with fresh hope, with positive thoughts, with positivity. While the jolly hours stand for the daytime. Lead on, draw in, bring closure, propitious May. May, word propitious means friendly, favorable, nice, good. Month is neither good nor bad. This is not the correct use of what adjective, and here again incorrect use of adjective jolly hours. Hours are not jolly, neither the hours are sad, nor the hours are happy. We human beings are happy at certain hour, at certain time. And we humans are sad at this hour, at this hour. Alright, so same is the case with the month. This month this month or that month. Month has nothing to do with the happiness, nothing to do with the sadness. So such kind of adjective like propitious, like jolly, they do not go well with such kind of lifeless things, such kind of things, such kind of unit of time. It means misapplication of adjective. And if there is misapplication of adjective, it is transferred epithet. So this line is a very good example of transferred epithet. Why? Because here two times two adjectives are used for those things they do not go absolutely well with. Why? Because neither here the hours, day is happy, nor the month May is happy. Actually, it is the speaker of the poem who is feeling happy, who thinks that it is the favorable time. The time is in his favor. So here misapplication of adjective. Here who is jolly? Not the hour is jolly. Actually the speaker of the poem is jolly. Actually May is not propitious, favorable, possibly friendly, possibly just the speaker of the poem is feeling very much friendly, very much good. Why? Because the nightingale is singing, and it's all because of which he feels very much confident, he feels very much positive, and he feels very much enthusiastic. Why? Because he has openly accepted that the song of the nightingale fills the heart of the lovers with the positive hope, with the fresh hope, and possibly he is one among the lovers. So hope transferred epithet is clear. Why? Because jolly is the adjective, propitious another adjective, and these adjectives go well with the humans because humans are happy. Days, this day or that day has nothing to do with the happiness, nothing to do with the sadness. When we are happy, it seems to us the day is happy. When something good happens to us, we think that moment is lucky, that moment is actually favorable, or that moment is actually just actually auspicious for us. The moment, the time, the day, the month, the year, not good or bad. We have this kind of just a feeling good or bad. So I hope it is clear. We are in happy, we are in sad, just a frame of mind, just a happy or sad mood. It has nothing to do with the month, nothing to do with the day, nothing to do with the year. But here he has used just jolly for the hours, propitious for May. In this way, inappropriate use of the adjective. And if we find such use, which figure of speech? Transferred epithet. Like if I say, I look at the smiling window. So, will the window smile? Since I have a smile, I am very happy. So when I look at the window, it seems to me that the window is also smiling. Same is the case. Since the speaker of the poem is very much happy, he is jolly, he feels very much positive. So the hours, the day seems happy, the month seems positive and just favorable to him. So hope clear. So here I hope first four lines are clear. Now let's look at the fifth line. And one thing also you see this, how the other figures of speech used in. See this, thou, then the both begin with the T, it means alliteration. If we find same, just a sound, if we find same sound just at the beginning of more than one words used in a same line in a poem, that is alliteration. So see, this word begins with T, this again, sorry, this word begin with T, this word also begin with T. In this way, repetition of T sound, so alliteration. Hope clear. Now in this line I told you transferred epithet, here I told you apostrophe and hypotaxis. Hope clear. Now see the fifth line, the liquid notes. See again, beautiful, just example of metaphor, liquid notes. How the here just how the just notes here means song, song, that music coming out from the nightingale is liquid. Liquid water, like how does the water move? How does the just water of the river or water of the cascade or the waterfall move or flow? In a very effortless manner. In the same manner, the nightingale is singing. The nightingale song is coming out. The nightingale melody is flowing. That divine melody is flowing just like the water of the river, water of the waterfall. So here straightway that music coming out, flowing out from the nightingale is straightway compared to the water of the waterfall, water flow of the river. And in this way, what metaphor? So here he says that the nightingale is singing just like the river flows. How we see the river flowing in a very natural, effortless manner, because flowing is the very nature of the river, very nature of the water flow. In the same manner, singing is the natural ability. Singing is the inborn quality of the nightingale. God has blessed the nightingale with this kind of a singing talent. So metaphor is used. Why? Because here the notes mean the music from the nightingale is flowing just like the liquid, and this liquid, this music will close the eye of the day. Again, beautiful example of the personification. We human beings have eyes, non so just animals have eyes, but the day does not have eye, because day is non-living. Day is unit of time. But he said eye of the day. It means day is here personified as a living being whose eyes are just going to get closed. Why? Because it becomes dark in the evening time. With that, the day is over and night begins. So he says that now the day is going to close its eyes. The day is going to close his eyes. Why? Because it is going to grow dark. So hope it is clear. So how beautiful, just how beautiful this metaphor and personification are used in this line. Now next, first heard before the shallow cuckoo's bill. So see, the liquid notes that close the eye of day First heard, what heard? The liquid notes first heard. When heard? Try to connect this line to that one. See, the liquid notes that close the eye of day, first heard before the shallow. See, again here, this word is just work. This word is acting as a conjunction, working as a connector. So, see, the liquid notes that close the eye of the day first heard. This means the just a song, the sound, the singing cry or singing voice of the nightingale is heard. All right. And what does the singing voice of the nightingale just signifies? What does it signify? What it stands for? Portent announce, denote, signify success in love. So the singing of the very nightingale, what puts a lover in the positive frame of mind and makes the lover's positive, makes the lover hopeful to get success in love. So on one hand, this bird is the symbol of success in love, symbol of happiness and joy. On the other hand, the speaker is celebrating the nature, celebrating the beauty of the nature, celebrating the elements of the nature, because this bird is the element of the nature or an element of the nature. So he says this liquid note of this sweet bird that is heard just before the close of the day. Why? Because this bird, remember, is active and singing in the daytime, not in the night time. Because as soon as it gets dark, the nightingale stops. So when this nightingale is heard singing in the daytime, it signifies success in love. It reminds the lovers that they have the positive time. They have the right time in their life to try and strive and to get success in love. So he says spot in success in love. Now see, oh, if Jove, remember the Jove is the god of the sky, and he means to say that generally it happens that these birds are very close to the sky, or they spent lots of time in the sky. So he says that the god of the sky has given so much amorous emotion, amorous feelings. This god of the sky has given was sweetness and melody to the song of the nightingale. So if the god has bestowed or blessed the nightingale with so much sweetness and so much melody, why to keep it and why to let it go waste? Better to sing and pour and use it by filling the hearts of the lovers with positivity, with fresh hope and desire. So hope clear. So he says, oh, if Job's will have linked that amorous means lustful, passionate power to thy means your softly song. So he says, if God has blessed you with so much sweetness, better use, better utilize. Because if you do not sing, you will spoil it. you will waste it. And if you sing, you will utilize it, you will use it, because your song fills the hearts of lovers with hope, with fresh hope, with positivity, with the thoughts of success and love. So he says, before the swallow cuckoo's bill, now straightway comparison of the song of the nightingale to the high pitch unpleasant note of the cuckoo. He says the high pitched note of the cuckoo only and only reminds failure to remind the lovers failures, remind the lovers that denial in love, that rejection in love. So he says before the cuckoo starts allowing its unpleasant high note coming out and upsetting, disturbing, and reminding the lovers about their previous failures and rejection. Please do sing, and do not let cuckoo bird make the just lovers upset, disturb, and remind them of their failures and rejections of the previous time. Sing. That's why he says what? So see, just as here, this bird cuckoo is a bird of hate, bird of negativity, bird of just sadness, and just a bird that does not bring good news for the lovers. In the same manner, just William Wordsworth, in his poem The Cuckoo and the Nightingale, he's also cursing, he's also calling cuckoo bird by all bad names. Remember that. Now he says, see, now timely sing. So he says that you generally do not sing when you are supposed to sing. This is the complaint of the poet, or the complaint of the speaker against the nightingale, that when nightingale has a right time to sing, when it should sing, or when it must sing, it does not sing, and in this way gives a chance to the cuckoo bird to dishearten, or to break the hearts, or to fill the hearts of the lovers with the negativity, with the sadness, with sorrows, by reminding them of their previous failures, their previous rejections, and so on and so forth. So he says, that's why I'm telling you, now timely sing on time. Means before the rude bird of hate. Rude bird of hate, that is rude bird of hate, that is cuckoo. How? Rude bird of hate, it is used for cuckoo, means cuckoo is a straightway called rude bird of hate. Instead of, he does not use cuckoo, but in straightway he uses rude bird of hate for cuckoo. In this way, metaphor again is used in this line, because a straightway cuckoo is the bird of hate for the speaker, because the speaker of the poem is a lover, and he wants cuckoo not to sing, because whenever cuckoo sing, what does harsh, unpleasant high note of the cuckoo remind? Failures of the past, sorrow and sadness, rejection of the past, does not give the positive hope, and does not fill the heart of the lovers with the fresh hope, fresh desire to try their best to get success in love. That's why he says that before cuckoo starts, you start and fill her heart with the positive hope and desire to get success in love. That's why I'm telling you what now timely sing ere the rude bird of the hate foretell, declare, tell my hopeless doom, my hopeless doom means hopeless failures. So if the cuckoo start what? Start allowing the high pitched note coming out of it. It will discourage me. It will dampen my spirit. And again, I would not be able to help myself to my feet and try my best to get success in love. So I just do not want you to give a chance to cuckoo to give a vent to her high pitch unpleasant note, because the high pitch unpleasant note of the cuckoo dampens the spirit of the lovers, reminds the lovers of their previous failures and their previous rejection. So it is my personal plea and request to you, singing star, please do sing on time and fill our heart with the hope and fresh desire that we get success in love. In some grove nigh, so he says possibly it is possible that just as you are somewhere in the jungle that is very close to me, in the same manner some cuckoo would be in that same jungle, and possibly it may start, if you are not going to start and dampen my spirit, subdue all my emotion and feelings. So please start and do not allow cuckoo to start. As thou from year to year hast sung too late, and now here he accuses Nightingale for singing late year after year, and now he tries to find out the possible reason. Why does Nightingale sing late? He says, for my relief, yet hadst no reason. He says, I don't know why, whether the muse or love, thee his mate. So he says, possibly, this is, I'm not 100% sure, possibly it is rife and rumor, or possibly just I'm trying to get onto that thing, trying to find out that reason that makes you sing late. Possibly, I think that possibly you are in close connection, close association with Muse, goddess of poetry, goddess of learning, or love means god of love. Possible that you are in close connection either with the goddess of learning or god of love. It is all because of that you sing late. You sing late and do not and fail to fill the heart of the lovers with fresh hope and desire, and in this way they fail to get success in love. So he says, see what? For my relief, yet hadst no reason why. So he said, hadst no reason why. So he says, exactly, I don't know the reason. Why do you sing every year late? And year to year for love. For many years you've been singing late. So I think whether the muse or the love, his mate. So he says, either you are the close companion to goddess of poetry or close companion to god of love. It is all because of that you become late in singing for the common people, singing for the common people like me. But now he's telling, both them I saw, but he says, but for your kind information, dear divine bird, I would like to tell you that I am the person who served the goddess Muse and the god of love, possibly Cupid. So it says, for your kind information, I would like to tell you, the god and the goddess you serve, I also serve. It means I belong to the same party. I belong to the same people. My God and my goddess are the same God and goddess of yours. So please, just as you sing to them, sing to me, because I am the follower of that God and goddess you follow. He says, see, both them I serve means I serve the God. Both them stand for Muse and God, God of love. So he says, both them I serve, and of their train am I, and I belong to them. So do sing to me also, and supply fresh thought, fresh hope, fresh desire to me, that I may again help myself to my feet and try my best to get success in love. So hope, my dear friend, the explanation of mine of this beautiful sonnet will definitely help you understand this beautiful poem. That's it in this video, my dear friends.